Hey, good morning everyone. So we are back to our topic. So we left with the exercise. So let's do the exercise. So you can see in exercise code, before going this, let's understand what is the exercise we're going to do or what. So we studied two things. How do I create the .git file? First method, I will means first matters we saw the cloning part. I'm not going to create this .git file. I will do clone from GitHub, which you have done. I have done the clone of GitHub, and they create the folder. By creating the folder, everything they kept, including .git. We have done this activity. Now, second activity, what we going to do now? We have to create .git file. So we have to do the file and folder management. So here, second part, I'm the manager, I'm the main person who are creating and we want to work. Okay, so if you are the owner of the file, you're going to create, then how you going? So let's explore first quickly this one. It's already done, so we will verify this, then we will move to doing this. Clear? Objective? Yes. So what are the parameters we have to take care while you are creating? So we're going to see the terminology. User, we're going to create the users. You're going to create the users. In that you have to give your name. Who are you? Second, email. Third, you have to use git init. Means you're going to initialize the git. Git init going to help you your a folder creation with the .git. So we're going to verify this and then we will move our active exercise, verify other stuff. Okay, so user, we will create username, we will create the email, and we will do the git init that going to help to create .git file local to the system. Okay, that is free from the GitHub. Okay, so let's explore first. First, we will verify the Git cloning part, what the things has been done. So quickly, I'm going to, before starting this, just what we have cloned, we're going to see that. So pwd, it's going to show me the Ansible Playbook. We are inside the cloning folder, what we have done the clone. And I'm going to check the Git status. We have the main branch and I can check there is a folder called dot git is there. That's why this folder is tracked. That's why this folder is tracked. If I will go out with this another folder, if I will check ls al or any folder, if I want to go, let's check how many folder do we have. We have backup folder, we have desktop folder, we have documentation. Let's go for the backup folder. If I will go to the backup folder and if I check ls al, I see that there is dot and dot file, but there is not dot git file. So this is not under tracked with the git. Okay, so for this, what are we going to do? We're going to create one folder which I want to get tracked. Everything I don't want to get tracked by the git, right? Of course, we don't want to share that. So come to the my practice exercise book. They are telling create one directory. Okay, create a directory. Go inside the directory. Once you are inside the directory, run this. If you run within the home directory, entire home directory going to be tracked by the git. Are you understanding, guys, this statement? If you run this init command wherever, the entire file system within that going to be tracked. So I don't want my home directory going to be tracked. I want some folder, the project, like create, make directory dir or anything, Ansible study, this Ansible study, anything, the name of folder, Ansible. So you have directory. So how do you check? ls l, I can see the directory is there. Okay, inside what we are inside the backup file. So you can see I'm not going to create anything inside the backup. Okay, inside the backup I have Ansible study, and I'm going to track Ansible study, not a backup file. Okay, so I'm going to go into the Ansible study in this folder. Now I'm going to run the git init. Please do that. So once you run this, what's going to happen? Let's understand. Initialize empty git repository in the home student backup with Ansible study dot git. Means from Ansible study, from this folder, whatsoever the subdirectory lay under this, I'm going to track. Are you guys clear on this point? Yes, no? Sagar, Nikhil?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay, so let's understand if what are the file they have created. They have created dot git. So due to this dot git, they're going to get tracked. As though if I delete this is going to be normal file. So let's understand. Just for this git status, I'm going to check the git status. So you can see you are on the master branch. By default, your branch become the master. You become the master. Okay. So they are telling nothing to commit. Please create copy file. Use the git add command. Now they are coming into the tracked. You are in the live status. You are under this. It was untracked earlier. Now you came under the tracking. It started tracking due to this command. This is come under tracked. So they are telling please add something. Use git add command. I'm not going to add. I'm going to delete this folder. I'm going to delete this folder. Then what going to be happened? Let's see. What is the git log? First you see that. What do you mean by default git log is coming? Master does not have any committee. Means they are telling the current branch is master. By default what is the branch called master, and does not have any commit, means nothing. We have not worked yet anything. Let's do some work. Let me create some. I'm going to create the touch some file like xyg.txt created. Okay, and then I'm going to nano. Let's cat abc.txt. I'm going to write I'm okay with this git working fine for me. Okay, now I have created one file. Let's track. So these files are, you can see inside this abc, and one is empty, another is some abc.txt. Two file is there. So let's see what happened. Git status. So I'm going to check the git status. So they are telling, bro, you are on branch master. Okay, and you have two file. I'm tracking you. Untracked file. Can you say untracked file, guys? Everyone try to understand.
Yeah.
You have untracked file. You have not added. Yes, I don't want to add, but he keep on watching you and he keep on give you the alert. Not alert means whenever you you run the Git status, you are able to resume your status. So today I get up early morning and I started working for abc file, abc.txt. Okay, and I'm going to write something. Good morning. Good morning. I had coffee. I had coffee. Okay, now do you means I want to show you, you do whatsoever, you can keep your file tracked anytime. You can resume your work like a video game. Half of video game you play and you stop and you went for the break. So okay, just write. So you control O and do yes, enter that. Okay, and control X. So you can see there's something still Git status showing, of course. So you can, means you can as many as time you can modify, but it will show you that your these two files are untracked. Sorry, untracked, right? You want to track this, so what you have to do, you have to do git add. They are helping you, no need to remember the git. You want to track this file, I want to track only one file abc, I don't want to track xy. So I do the add, git add abc. Then you check what happened, status logs. They are telling, bro, you make the, you not have made any commit yet. I have not done the commitment, but I keep my one-off file is into the tracked. It's unstaged. It's not staging. It's not ready for the commit. So you have untracked, tracked, unstaged, staged, then commit. So right now, one file, if I will keep add, means this is ready for some. But you can modify, keep on modifying this. Let's again modify. Let me show you the logs file, what happened changing in the logs. Logs telling still you are not in, log will generate once you will commit. I am in the stage of the unstage. One is unstage, one is untracked. Stage is coming means you are under track. So it's a tracking of untracked file as well as tracked file. Are you able to understand, guys? Yes, no.
Yes.
So let's
Yeah.
do, again I'm going to change nano and do change. Wow, we progress. I'm giving you this example, guys. Try to understand. In the coding in real time, your file could be modified hell out of stuff, right? Agree or not?
Yeah. Agree.
So save it. I just saved it. Now you check the status of Git status. Now they are telling, bro, this is unstaged, but recently you have made some changes in ABC. So they have given you macro level of control of your file. Not even they tracked, they are each and every step they are tracking. Okay, you are under the unstage, but this is not under tracked. You have modified, so you want to continue with this modify or you want to restore back. So you want to restore, go with the git restore file, or you don't want to restore, you go ahead. Either you go ahead. So I want to go ahead. I will add this again. I will add git. So now you check. But now after working this much, I don't want to work on this. Now I realize let's work on the Python. start with some different work also. I stopped the. You can stop. This is in your local system, but your status always going to be tracked. You are not working anything on. But let's start working on the Nano XY, and let's uh, let's start new work. So Nano I'm using because it's quick, faster. Let's Git status. What happened? This time they are telling you are changed, you have content added, but you have not done. I want to add, so I will do. One more thing, git add. Suppose you have 100 of file. So either you give the XYZ file, I showed you that example. You can give the multiple file like ABC also. ABC file. Like giving a space and keep on giving multiple file you can do. But you have 100 of file you want to do in one shot, you can go with dot git add dot. So it's going to add multiple file in the same. If you have single file also, that's going to be added. Don't worry. So now you can see two file unstaged. Okay. There is no file called untracked. Clear, guys? Still here?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Let's understand our project. So we will make init means from that. This is the one of the primary command. Once you make init, it's in a slice.git within that folder. Then whatever the subdirectory going to be created is going to be made. So let's create one subdirectory. I will create within this pwd. Please be careful. We are in that. Then one is going to be tracked. So I'm going to create one more file. Let's test my Mac. This time I'm making directory and test file folder. Made one is it? And let's track this. What is the git status? So what happened? Where you have created folder within what? Let me see where the folder is created on. Yes. We have folder. Do they git status has able to track this? They are able to track. The file is tracked, untracked, but the folder is tracked or not. What do you say? I have to create the git init in that. Don't do that mistake. Within the git init, once already we have, you should not create another. How do you know this folder is tracked? So your folder will be never tracked. You have to add your folder. Okay, it's not going to show you any tracked untracked folder. Only the file will be shows you, because this is the file status. This is the file status life circle, not a folder status life circle. Understand the comment, these statements?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes, thank you. So this is a file status life circuit. This command, if anyone telling no, this is not true, you can do this, do this lab and show them, bro, this is, if I'm going to create any file that going to be untracked, tracked, but the folder is not going to be, then how you going to make your folder as a tracked? Because folder may be contain multiple file, and you don't do the mistake within this folder, you run the init, git init, that going to be create. I will come on detail part what are the precautions you have. Within one tracked git file, you should not run another git file, otherwise it will create the loop. That's a warning you have to accept. Do you understand why I'm telling you? Means only one Git file will be there for complete track. Let's add this folder into the Git add test folder. Now you check the Git status. What happened? Is it tracked? Of course, we are on the same position. We have added the folder. So there is no life, there is no life circle status for the folder. Then how it's going to be done, Astos? Very simple. Try to understand this concept. We will go into the cd test file. I will go into that. We will check the pw. We'll create one file like a1 file. Let's create the touch. Not touch. I'm going to use the cat and the file name a1 file. Just I given one name, and I will give. Let's have testing on this. Okay, and I have one folder inside it. Now I'm going to come out. I'm pwd. Okay, one folder inside that. So let's see the Git status. Oh, where we are. Okay, I have given cd. What is the file called? What is the file called? Yeah, ANSIBLE study. Sorry, only that file. cd ANSIBLE study. Wait, ls ANSIBLE Playbook. We have to, okay, in backup we have to go the cd backup. Sorry, and then we have to be cd ANSIBLE. Okay, in that we have to check the Git status. Now what happened? Once you have file within the folder, then only it's going to be tracked, because this is what, tell me, this is what file status tracking lifecycle. Sorry, file status lifecycle. So that is not a folder lifecycle. If any folder, if you don't have file, it's not going to be tracked. Clear, guys?
Yeah.
But there is a difference here. Inside this, there is a file tracking. If I will create the multiple file inside that, test folder. So you can see they are not going to track individual file. Okay, let's see whether they're going to track or not. I'm going to go for cat, another file. I'm going to create the file name, this time A2. And I'm going to give, oh, this is second one. Let's see, we have two file A1, A2. I'm going to exit with, sorry, not exit. I'm going to come for cd dot. We are in the cd dot. We are on the parent, and let's see the status. So even though you have two files, they are tracking a folder. Here, that's a different. Now you have to one A1, A2, not individually. Entire folder going to be unstaged. So add, and I'm going to test. And now you see the test. So we have explicitly given the tracking staging A1 and A2. Now they came with this. So you see the power of the folder. If we create the folder, how they going to macro level of the file going to be created here, guys.
Yeah.
I will come to detail how to do staging and committing in upcoming class. Let's complete this. There's a huge hell out of stuff. Just I want to show you how the file status life cycle is completely entire different from the file life cycle management. Don't get confused. This is status, file status, even it's different from the folder. Now you can check this command. Let's give them branch. I don't want to create. Okay, they are telling git branch you can create with the branch name. This is not status. We check. I use the git add command. We explore, we understand. Then last is called commit. I don't want to commit all. I want to commit only one thing, only one of the file, because I'm working right now in the file. Any file you select, guys, on which you are working, you want to commit, because you have 4 files you have worked and you reach your satisfaction layer. I can commit. So out of this 4 file, I want to commit only for ABC, because I reached my work is reached on the committing level. I want to show my work to everyone. Yes, I achieved something, right? Clear, guys?
Yeah.
Yes. So let's do the commit. So it's a very easy command. Always start from the git commit. Whenever you do commit, your commit supposed to be memorable, because you have reached some stage. You have achieved something since last 10 days, 1 week, 1 month, or half of month. You have done some work, so many modifications, you reach some level, so it's going to be memorable. Always do some comments on your commits. Where do you reach? So commit with your comments. You can follow the syntax. Please follow the syntax. Is a small and then you commit the statement, like you start work Ansible playbook on this condition. You can give any comment that's is going to be memorable for you, what you achieve on this. So just let me write anything. Uh, I got new flavor, new way of preparation, preparation of coffee. Okay, and that named uh, that named as anything XYG ABC. Okay, so now what you have done, you are testing for some how to prepare the different flavor of coffee, and you reached some resolution. Yes, and you wrote this documentation. Okay, and you have given the name that XY. That's a very bad Egyptians, but I'm doing this. You can do anything, and I committed this. I'm going to commit. They're telling, bro, author identity, I don't know who are you. You're committing, but your commitment unable to auto detect email. I don't know you. So please set your identity. Who are you? Why you are committing? I know why you are committing, but let's see the syntax here. Here given you syntax, in that here the same error is for you. Okay, so you're committing. Before committing, you should go for, you have to declare your username, sorry, your name, your identity. So let's do that. You have this configuration global. So I will do first name and then follow the anything. So any Gmail what you have ready. Okay, no, I'm going to type git config because I want to practice. So global, then user have two component, one email, one name. I'm going to give email, and the email will be any email, xyg@gmail.com. This is not the right email, but you try to give the right email. Okay, this is not right email. I'm going to delete this file and folder. That's why I'm giving this. But I'm showing you, you can give email and then check your names. Name is nothing. This is Asutosh or not Asutosh. XYG or. Okay, comfortable guys, everyone here? Yes, no.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
how do I check this? So it's very simple. Git config, and you can check username. User, what user name? I want to check name. So XYG Kumar, and email, that's xyg@com. So okay, this is, let's commit now. We are on the same page. I'm going to commit. If I'm going to commit, Ashutosh is going to be entire commitment. Let's see what going to be happen. Oh, they committed all the 4 files. I was looking this. No, I was looking only the commit 1 file. Don't worry, this is inside your system, guys. This is inside your system. There's something called macro commitment. We will come on that. What do we mean by macro? Atomic commitment. You can do each. But let's see what happened. So always you remember, don't do unstage. If you do unstage, if you do commit command, it's going to commit entire unstage file. So don't add till you prepare for commitment. So git status. If you add, it's going to be. So nothing. This is everything is worked. Now you go for Git log, and you can see there's something generated. They are telling first committed, and your head, you are on the master, and this is the XYG author, the Friday, and this is your commitment. I got new way preparation of coffee. Agree? They say agree, guys. Comfortable till here?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the thing I want to show you. Git status working, and see you soon. So this is the terror. This is not a I teach you anything. This is the completely terror. Your main story is lapped. So interesting. You ask me questions. We will, in upcoming classes, we're going to start the Git introduction and then basic. Then we're going to see all this thing in detail, how we can control, how we can initiate, what are the macro table, and we will practice while we are studying the Ansible, Python. So I saw only the one part of registration. What we have done, the one part of registration. Let me guide you. Let me summary this so that let's discuss and summary, and then we will pack up for the day. So first command, what is the first command, Sagar? Tell me. Git, what is the first?
Version.
Very good, version. So by this you going to know you are on the latest. You are not, please update. Now second, what is the important thing?
Git status.
Git status. I'm not going to write complete, just I'm writing status. This is a very frequent command you have to run every time you know your status. Next, Git
Uh, Clone.
log. So this will going to come after that only commit. After commit only it will. Okay, dear guys. Now what is next we learn, Nikhil?
We got git status, git commit, git log, git add.
Git add. Before add, you have to do git init.
Init.
Init going to be created file. Okay, please be conscious. Don't create within one init another init. Okay, means once you created in the your parent folder init, that's going to be entire folder going to be tracked. Agree? Okay, be careful, be conscious.
Yep.
otherwise you will fall under the loop and Git going to be confused with init I supposed to take, with dot git file support. Okay, now, and the next we saw after add git commit, right? And we saw there is called git config, the two component config user. So user having two things, one for name, one for. So next upcoming class we will configure real name and real Gmail. So please ready with the real Gmails. Okay, emails. Okay, now we saw only the today git part maximum, but we understand the cloning part. How you going to clone? You no need to do this all thing if you do the clone. If you do the clone, are you agree, guys? We're going to avoid all these things. So someone others already worked, done everything. Okay, so this part is done. Next upcoming class we will start from the GitHub. There's two things, either you will start with the GitHub or we will continue with the Git. We will finish complete flavor of Git, then we will move to GitHub. How you want to do? My prefer you first study Git, you be expert in that everything local to your system, then we will move. What do you say, Nikhil?
Yeah, I think I'm fine with that.
Yes. So I have already shared you the two documentation. Please go through for upcoming classes. Let me quickly show you so that we will start from these two. So this is welcome to the Git. We're going to study the real Git, going to start from here. So we will see in the detail, and then next documentation intensely I given you them lots of figure and the Git basic of Git. So these upcoming classes we're going to complete this. What are the mistake you should not do, how, what is the meaning of committing, what's the detail of meaning of committing, and the flow of the staging, the addition and commit. I showed you the tailor part in the highlights, but there's lots of stuff you should understand, and the macro commits and how you're going to do the amendment, and we will do some the commits should be what present tense, imperative styles, and we're going to see the atomic commits. What do you mean by ignore file in Git ignores, and we will do the some test. Okay, so with these are the important, and I created this file for you guys. Same way for welcome Git, we will start from here. We will see why it's the Git is very important in pepper and what are the things we're going to do. What the history we will see, and how it's a birth and behind the name, who used the Gits. You will see that Git is not equal to GitHub. What is the difference, major difference, and we will do some practice of the command, and then we'll start with it. Here guys, so please, I have already uploaded and prepared, so we're going to do the for the Git. Any question, let me ask. You can ask me question. We are good to close for the. Okay, bye bye guys.